holidays. Bill Carroll, Zenny62 Media, and I'm making my way through the bowl season and talking specifically about some of the draft prospects, even though they might not be playing, because especially if they're early draft prospects, they very often are not suiting up. Shout out to guys like Kyle McCord, who are going out there and playing despite the fact that they're likely to go somewhere in the first couple of rounds. So, Texas A&M and USC, I'll start with Texas A&M first. Obviously, are be greatly affected by guys opting out either because they're going to be in the draft or in the portal. And so, Nick Scorton, both Shemar Turner and Shemar Stewart, and Mushin Muhammad Jr. or the second, which makes me feel super old because I remember watching his father at Michigan State. But all those guys are going to be not participating, and that doesn't count the transfer portal people. So for Texas A&M, that also includes guys that are either hurt or guys that are not suiting up because they're in the portal, like Cyrus Allen, who's one of their wide receivers, T.J. Shanahan, solid offensive lineman, he's in the portal. Also Cam Dewberry, another offensive lineman in the portal. Malik Cilia, who's another defensive lineman. Their guy people thought was going to be starting quarterback this year, Connor Wegman, is in the portal and will be ending up at Houston. And of course, also some guys are just not there due to injury. That's to be expected as well after the end of a long season. Jaquavius, aka Woody Marks, is in the draft, plus he's coming back from injury. For USC, Mason Murphy has opted out, and Kyron Hudson, he's a right tackle. Kyron Hudson, who is a wide receiver, has also opted out. And of course, he'll end up at Penn State. You've also got Deuce Robinson, who is on his way to Florida State. You've got Zachariah Branch. This is the one that's going to hurt them probably the most, and one of the ones that's hurt them amongst the most. A wide receiver, but also one of the best kickoff and punt returners in all of college football. Quentin Joyner, who was one of their backup running backs, is headed to Texas Tech. Also, Cade Eldridge has transferred to Washington. Zion Branch is on his way, I can't remember where, but he's in the portal as well. Sam Green is also in the portal and is headed to Kentucky. Elijah Hughes is in the portal and will not be playing. Also, Amos Teotele is in the portal. Miller Moss has signed at Louisville. I think he'll do quite well. Tight end offensive lineman Bear Alexander has signed with Oregon. So those players will not be available. USC, I have a feeling, will actually play better than expected. Those who think it's going to be a blowout for Texas A&M, I think I'll be wrong. I think USC will not only play well, I won't be shocked if they win. Oh, injuries for Texas A&M. Armaj Reed Adams, is an offensive lineman. He's been dinged up and has an arm in a sling, so will not be playing. And then Reuben Owens, who has been part of the running back rotation, will not be able to play as well. But I think that it'll be, for either team, it'll be vital, one, to avoid, obviously, mistakes and turnovers, blah, blah, blah. You hear that forever. That's true of every game. I think there'll be a team that is able to consistently reset the line of scrimmage, right? That simply means you're consistently on offense getting 3-4 feet, not yards even, but 3-4 feet. You're pushing the line of scrimmage forward on most plays. 80% of the plays that are run plays, you're moving it forward. And then if you're a defense, on both pass and run plays, you're resetting, of course, on a run play, just 3 or 4 feet. But on a pass play, you're not just getting loopers. Your defensive ends or outside linebackers are getting pass rush, but you're getting that push. So the pocket is being reset a yard and a half deeper than it should. The team that does that consistently wins the game. Now that should be Texas A&M because they have, frankly, more NFL talent, even with the opt-outs along those two lines. But I just have a feeling USC is going to make it very tough for them. I'm not going to all the way call for a win, but I think that they deny Texas A&M the cover. So I think that we're going to get a chance to see some really talented young players. I'm a big Jaden Miapa fan. I'm a fan of his all the way back to his UNLV days. I won't be shocked if he has a big day, especially if he ends up getting out and moving around. He's a good enough pocket passer, but where he's really effective when Maiava is running around, not too out of control, but he's moving the pocket or he's moving within the pocket a fair amount, or even taking off, as opposed to simply trying to force a ball into coverage or accepting a sack or accepting throwing a ball, simply just dirting a ball. When he picks up even 3, 4, 5 yards, that makes second down shorter or third down shorter and more makeable. Last but not least, obviously turnover battle. USC's secondary, even at full strength, was not great this year. So I'll be interested to see if they can hold up in the passing game. But I think that if USC is able to not give up those big plays that they're going to both in running passing game, if they're able to make teams, in this case Texas A&M, drive the length of the field through 12, 13, 11, 14 play drives, they'll end up sort of bogging down and either having to kick the ball back or settle for field goals. So if USC can get 3 or 4 big plays, avoid giving up 3 or 4 big plays, it'll be a fight to the finish, and they might even have a chance of winning. Once again, this is Bill Carroll with Zinni 62 Media, and I'll be doing this again for you throughout the bowl season. I will see you there.